overall the BCS standings. So we've got Coach Darrell Hazel, quarterback Spencer Key, running back Trey Archer, linebacker Luke Benton. We want to thank you, welcome you guys, and we'll go ahead and let Coach open with a statement. We'll go ahead and take questions from the members of the media.
Well, good afternoon, and we're certainly excited to represent the east side of the division in this MAC championship game. We really look forward to playing a great Northern Illinois team that's very similar to us in a lot of different ways. I think they play great defense. They have a phenomenal quarterback, and they play excellent special teams, and we're doing the same right now. So we're really excited about this upcoming game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be a game that I think goes the full distance, and it'll be won in the last 2 minutes of the contest. So we're really looking forward to this contest.
Coach, for you and Luke, Jordan's kind of like a linebacker playing quarterback. Let's talk about the kind of problems he poses running the ball and passing it.
Well, he's so multi-dimensional. He's able to run it. The thing that worries you is when he scrambles around and keeps the ball alive. We got to do a good job in the back end and our eye discipline and staying in coverage. But he's very tough. That's the thing that he brings to the table. Is he likes to run between the tackles. He's very physical, and he gets his team going because of that.
Like he said, he's a dual threat, and anybody that's like that is so much harder to stop because one play he could be just regular quarterback, and then next play he could be it's kind of like a wildcat formation. It's just it's tough to defend, but I mean turn him into a one-dimensional person, and it makes things easier for us.
Coach, it hasn't been one-dimensional. I mean, do you just kind of concede some of that and then say, how are we going to play it? Or do you really focus in on doing like everybody else does and try and make it one-dimensional?
I think you got to try to make it one-dimensional. I think that's what our defense has been good at, is making teams one-dimensional. Our big philosophy has always been to stop the run, and he's part of the run this week. So we got to do a good job early in the football game, trying to contain him and keeping his runs to 2-yard gains and 3-yard gains, and not letting him out for those 15 and 20-yard gains that he's been renowned for.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
You projected to possibly bust the BCS if you win this game, maybe Orange or Sugar Bowl. Is that adding more pressure, or do you have any other thoughts on that?
Our main focus is the game tomorrow night, and after what happens tomorrow night, we'll let the experts handle that. But our main goal is to kick it off at 7:01.
Spencer, do you feel like you kind of waited your whole career for? I mean, could you describe how you're feeling just to finally be in a game like this?
I mean, it is a great feeling. It's a huge opportunity for our team and our program, really, because it's been a long time since we've been in one of these situations, and yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for this personally for 4 years now, and it's finally here, so it's time to take advantage.
Are you nervous, or what would you?
No, I mean, I'm not nervous now. Maybe right before the game a little bit, but I'm not one to get real nervous before games, so we'll see.
The fact that you've got two great running backs, I mean, how do you handle you're almost like the game manager. Are you okay with that kind of role?
I mean, it's worked all year, so of course. I mean, we do have two great running backs and a great offensive line that opened some gaps and holes for them to run through, and they've done a great job all year, so I'd like to continue that.
Spencer, last year against Northern Illinois, you were a bench for Cedric McLeod. How far have you come since that game?
I mean, I feel like I have come really far, taking care of the ball especially. Towards the latter part of last season and this season, that was my focus after my midway point of last season, so I feel like I've done a lot better job of that and just managing the game well.
Coach, can you speak to that as well, if you don't mind?
Me?
Yeah. How far Spencer's come in?
Well, he's been exceptional for us. He's really taken upon it himself to make sure that this offense moves forward, and it all starts with his ball security. I can't be more proud of anybody on our football team than this guy sitting to my left, because he has battled through some adversity, and we brought some guys in to compete with him, and he fought them off and has done an excellent job of leading this football team to 11 wins.
Coach, you talk about having Archer a big play, his big play ability.
Well, anytime you got a guy like Dre that whenever he touches the football, you have a chance to score. It allows defenses to be on their heels. We can move him around in many different positions. try to get him the ball a lot of different situations, but it's always a situation where you know you're in the game because he's 9 or 10 seconds away from a touchdown.
Could you talk about their offensive line? They had to replace all 5 guys heading into the season. Looked like it might be a weak spot for them. What do you see when you watch some of that?
Well, that's funny that you say that because they play extremely well together. You wouldn't even know that they were a new bunch. And I think the thing that they do very well, just watch them, is cover guys up so their playmakers can make some plays.
For a couple of the players, because both teams are ranked, you have the BCS angle kind of hanging out there. I think maybe more people will be watching tomorrow night than maybe you would under a different circumstance around the country. What is it you'd like the country to know about MAC football and what MAC football is about, playing it, things like that?
Go ahead, Luke.
Well, it's definitely not as looked down upon as, you know, as it might have been, you know, previous years. I mean, you know, there's a thing trending around talking about how Big East shouldn't schedule MAC teams in September and stuff like that. It's, you know, it takes a, you know, we've just been working so hard, and obviously, you know, MAC isn't, you know, something to look down upon anymore, and you know, it's such a great feeling to be part of that, and you know, be in this game that we are in now.
Anyone else? Jerry?
Yeah, you know, in the past, you know, teams would look down on the MAC, you know, but you know, we're a powerful conference, you know. You know, this year we got 6+ teams and, you know, bowl eligible. You know, we're a real good conference now. I feel like, you know, a lot more teams are afraid to play us.
When a team like Central goes to Iowa and wins, and Ohio went to Penn State and win, you feel that helps with the validity, although the MAC has been considered a good conference anyway.
Well, I think so, and I've always said that, you know, in this league, teams have a lot of talent, a lot of good coaching, and any time that you can play a team outside in a BCS conference, you play them once or twice a year, you got a chance to win. Would you want to line up with them 12 weeks in a row? Probably not, but if you go head-to-head once or twice a season, you got a chance.
How much is and maybe this is just development, but how much is the stability of the conference starting to play into considering what's going on around you in terms of all the transitions with all the other leagues? How much is maybe that helping them?
That's been big.